We are still on page 24 and problem 9, writing the following quadratics in vertex form, and then we're going to state the vertex and the transformations that occur to the parent function. This one's slightly different from the previous problem, but we're going to start off the same, which is to move this 10 over to the other side. So it's negative 10 plus y equals negative x squared plus 8x. And some of you are thinking, well, how is this different from the previous problem? Well, the difference is there's a negative out here in front. And we cannot complete the square with any value in front of the x squared term. So what we have to do next is we have to factor out that negative. Now be careful when you factor this out. Negative divided by negative is positive x squared. Positive 8x divided by negative is negative 8x. And then we can put in plus our box here. On the other side, we still have negative 10 plus y, but we're going to have our box, and we still have something else that we need to deal with on here, and that is that this would be negative times x squared, and this would be negative times 8x, so this would be negative times that box. So we need to have a negative, or if you prefer, a negative 1 in front of that parentheses. But now everything else is the same. We're going to look in front of this box, and what's going to go in here is negative 8, the value, including the sign of the number in front of the box, negative 8 divided by 2 squared. Negative 8 divided by 2 squared. Well, we can simplify that a little bit. We still have our negative 1 out here. It's going to be multiplied by that box, and negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 squared. And over here, the same value in that box now, negative 4 squared. We do that because we just completed the square. That means that we're going to have the same values in this parentheses here. When we factor, x squared is going to be x times x, and then negative 4 squared is minus 4 minus 4. And now we can start simplifying over here on the other side. Well, this is going to be negative 1 times 16. Negative 4 squared, if you need to, type that into your calculator. Make sure that you put parentheses around the negative 4. Minus 10 plus y. Negative 1 times 16 is negative 16 minus 10 plus y equals negative 1 times x minus 4 squared. Negative 16 minus 10 is negative 26 plus y equals negative 1 times x minus 4 squared. And then we need to move this 26 over to the other side, so we're going to add 26 to both sides. And here's our vertex form. Y equals negative 1 times x minus 4 squared plus 26. And we can identify our turning point, change the sign, keep the sign. Which means that we are going to go right 4 up 26, but I should have dealt with that negative as well, and it doesn't matter for the transformations. We just need to list them all. I tend to like to list that one first because we read our equation from left to right, but the negative out in front of the parentheses means that we reflect over the x-axis.